Tragedy in Jigawa as flood claims 35 lives, thousands left homeless. IG orders hunt for IMN sponsors as chaos erupts at Abuja's Wuse market after police clash. Troops eliminate terrorists, seize weapons in major Kaduna operation. On the foreign front, disaster in Iceland. Ice cave collapse leaves 1 dead, 2 missing. Hello and welcome to the news update on Trust Television. I am Aisha Salihu. Thank you for joining us, and now the news in detail. Farmers across Jigawa State are counting their losses as flood waters continues to wipe out their entire harvest for this year's wet farming. Jigawa State Emergency Management Agency says the state is facing imminent food shortage. Trust TV's correspondent Idris Jibrin visited some farmlands within the affected areas and gives us an update.
Now, this is only one part of Jigawa State. Now, like you can see, all these houses have been completely destroyed by the flood waters. And residents are telling us that they have lost virtually everything. They could not manage to get out with anything from these houses. Even though in this part of the state, in Kiawa local government area of the state, we have not had the report of people dying. But hundreds and thousands of people have been displaced by the floods. You can see this is a road where people normally pass to their respective houses. This place is blocked. People have to pass through the water and access their homes. And they said, including their food items, farm produce that they left in these houses have completely gone, and they have nowhere else to go. Now, some of them are camping in some primary and secondary schools, some in different kind of government buildings. Now, I've earlier spoke with the executive secretary of the State Emergency Management Agency, who confirmed to me that an estimated 35 people have so far been killed by this flood water, and about 50,000 others have been displaced in various locations across the 17 local government areas of Jigawa State. Now, in addition to that, there are several other people who have been injured, and an estimated about 14,000 houses have so far been destroyed across all these 17 local government areas of Jigawa State. So right now, there are many hundreds of people are camping in various places because their houses are no more. All their houses are gone. And you can see their small children are walking on the streets barefooted like that. Now, these people say they lack medical assistance. Some of them, they have pregnant women, they have sick, they have old and the elderly. And they are asking for government and other relevant authorities to come to their aid as these flood waters continue to wash away their entire farmlands and residential houses.
In Adamawa State, Governor Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri visited Shuwa and Kirichinga in Madagali local government area of Adamawa State to offer support to flood victims who have suffered death. The situation was heartbreaking. Governor Fintiri pledged ongoing government assistance and palliative care to those affected. Gibson Soadigo reports.
The flood has paralyzed both social and economic activities, severing the shore bridge that connects Adamawa and Borno states. The disaster, caused by heavy rains in Madagali, has resulted in 6 deaths and displaced thousands, destroying homes, shops, and boreholes. Governor Ahmadu Fintiri, while expressing his sympathy, criticized the delayed flood warning from the Nigerian Meteorological Agency and called for dedicated liaison officer to ensure timely updates. He also emphasized the need for federal government to build additional bridges on the Madagali-Michika highway and repair the damaged roads.
Well, it's a sorry situation, very pathetic. As you can see, homes, thousands have washed away, close to 14,000 individuals have gone into IDP within their community. And all I can say for now is that the government would deploy for palliatives and ensure that they remain safe, healthy, and their condition keep improving. I'm here with a contractor to see what we can do to link the two local governments on the bridge that has cut off. But looking at the situation, there is nothing that can be done at the moment.
Adamawa State government had previously dispatched relief materials through the deputy governor. Ibrahim Lawan, a victim, revealed that the heavy downpour forcefully driven from Mandara Mountains caused widespread destruction, washing away many valuables and severely impacting the affected areas.
We will not get a chance to go there to any community now. We need assistance from government. We need assistance like food, houses.
The flood severely impacted several communities, including Krichinga, Du, Maiwandu, Jahili, Kokuhu, Lumandu, Zau, Palam, Kwambula, Shwari, and Shua. Gibson Soadugu, Trust TV News, Yola.
Away from the devastating effects of the flood and now to matters of security, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, on Monday ordered a manhunt for sponsors of members of the proscribed Islamic movement in Nigeria, popularly known as Shiites, as well as those who killed 2 policemen. At least a trader was shot dead, while 2 police officers were killed in the clash between police and the group at popular Wuse Market, Abuja, while no fewer than 3 police vehicles were set also ablaze. The Commissioner of Police in the Federal Capital Territory, Benneth Igwe, while expressing his displeasure over the killing of 2 of his operatives on Sunday, vowed that the force would hunt down those involved in the dastardly act. Reacting to the incident, which happened in the nation's capital, Egbetokun, through the spokesman of the force, ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, said members of the group have murdered peace.
That members of the Shiite movement, or whatever the IMN, whatever they call themselves, decided to come out en masse to attack the policemen. You people saw them, you saw their dead bodies, and killed brutally. 2 of them are already dead. 4, including the woman police, is unconscious, all of them, with different injuries they inflicted on them. Some with different, some gun, some cutlass, some to kill policemen on uniform. So I just decided to say, for the fact they are not provoked, they did it willingly because they have agreed to attack security agencies and for no just cause. So I want to tell them and assure them that for the fact they have started this war unprovoked, we are going to hunt them. We cannot leave it to go like that. We are going to hunt them, no matter where they are. I assure them very well that we are going to hunt them.
Well, there was chaos at the Wuse Market in Abuja on Monday afternoon, with traders closing their shops and visitors running out of the facility for safety. The development comes a day after a clash between the police and members of the proscribed Islamic movement in Nigeria, better known as Shiites, around the junction leading to the market. 2 policemen and a trader were confirmed dead during the Sunday incident, with Shiites also saying it lost an undisclosed number of people. The Monday afternoon fracas, according to sources in the market, was caused by the Market Management Agency over a plan to reinstate a sacked official as the market manager. Usman Kamba, a trader in the market, said the officials went round the market on Monday afternoon, announcing the plans to appoint the said official, simply known as Musa, as the new market manager. Musa, a former task force leader of the market, was accused of instigating violence a few months ago that led to the burning of some shops after a trader was shot dead by the security officials attached to a mobile court. Still on security matters, operatives of the Katsina State Police Command have foiled 2 bandits' attacks, rescued 5 kidnapped victims, and neutralized 2 kidnappers. The command spokesman, ASP Abubakar Sadiq, disclosed this in a statement on Monday. Sadiq stated that the command received a distress call on Sunday about a bandit attack on Lion Minister village in Malumfashi local government area of the state. He said during the attack, 5 people were kidnapped. He also added that upon receipt of the report, operatives were quickly mobilized and dispatched to the scene and successfully rescued all victims unhurt, as the assailants succumbed to the superior firepower of the operatives and fled the scene with varying degrees of bullet injuries. Troops of 1 Division Nigerian Army Kaduna have killed a terrorist and recovered a cache of arms and ammunition during a clearance operation in the state. The acting Deputy Director, Army Public Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Musa Yahya, in a statement in Kaduna on Monday, said the operation was conducted in the general areas of Sabon Birni, Dogon Dawa, Maidaro, Ngede Alpha, and Rafin Kaji on Sunday. He said during the operation, troops made contact with terrorist elements, leading to a firefight that resulted in the killing of 1 terrorist, while others fled with suspected gunshot injuries. The Army spokesman added that the troops recovered 4 AK-47 magazines, a PKT belt with 86 rounds of ammunition, 2 motorcycles, a Techno mobile phone, a Bafeng handheld radio, and an Airtel recharge card valued at 5,000 naira. Yahya said the general officer commanding the 1 Division Nigerian Army and commander of Operation Well Punch, Major General Mayi Renso Saraso, commended the troops for their success and urged them to continue making life unbearable for terrorists, insurgents, and their collaborators. The National Association of Resident Doctors has declared a 7-day warning strike across all of its centers nationwide. The resident doctor strike is to clamor for the release of its kidnapped member, Dr. Ganiat Popola, who has been in captivity for over 8 months. NARD President Dr. Dele Abdullahi, who said this in a statement, noted that the strike will begin Monday, August 26, 2024 at 12 a.m. Abdullahi disclosed that the decision was made during the virtual Emergency National Executive Council meeting held on Sunday, August 25, 2024. He said the warning strike will last for 1 week and will be total, as there will be no emergency care. Dr. Ganiat Popola, a registrar in the Department of Ophthalmology at the National Eye Center, Kaduna, was abducted nearly 8 months ago, along with her husband and nephew. While her husband was released in March, Popola and her nephew remain in captivity. Weeks ago, members of NARD had protested in all tertiary hospitals across the nation to demand the immediate release of Dr. Popola. A basic necessity for survival is increasingly becoming unaffordable for the average person. Many residents now report going to bed hungry, unable to put a meal on the table. The worsening economic hardship is taking a toll on them, with small businesses they rely on no longer able to sustain their families. Trustee Bello Musa spoke with residents in Kaduna and filed this report.
The economic hardship is undoubtedly taking a toll on these residents. Roasted and boiled maize is quickly becoming the go-to meal for the common man in the north. Someone came to my shop begging for something to eat, saying he hadn't had food for 2 days.
People they die. Food will cost. You don't fit to buy food. People they die, yo. Like now, if you shop today, tomorrow you don't go shop. Some people they drink water. No, go sleep. 5 days now. I never chop. Me and my children. So, that's my problem.
We are in a dire situation due to hunger in the north. We are forced to eat corn because foodstuffs are too expensive. Even gari is beyond our reach. We rarely see food, and when we do, we can only afford to eat once a day. Our children are not even getting enough to satisfy their hunger. Due to the economic hardships they are enduring, they are appealing to the government to address the challenges Nigerians are facing. We are struggling, but we are praying to God for relief. We urge our leaders to have compassion. We voted for them, expecting they would address our challenges, but the situation has worsened instead. In addition to economic crisis, many believe that insecurity and insufficient rainfall could lead to a food crisis in the region if urgent action is not taken. Bella Musa, Trust TV News Kaduna.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Let's have another look at some of our top stories. We told you that tragedy in Jigawa as floods claim 35 lives, thousands left homeless. Plus, Inspector General of Police orders hunt for IMN sponsors as chaos erupts at Abuja's Wuse Market after police clash. Moving to other stories. The father of 2 children kidnapped in Jos, Plateau State, has shared details about the harrowing incident. The abduction occurred on Wednesday with the children taken by a suspected kidnapper in the area. The suspect was later apprehended by vigilant residents in the Nepa community where the children were being held for ransom. Adomusa completes the report.
The suspected kidnapper, now in custody at the anti-kidnapping unit of the Plateau State Police Command, successfully extorted a ransom of 1.5 million naira. The victims, both 4-year-old children, a baby and a girl, were held captive for 3 days before being rescued. Their father has recounted how the kidnapper first made contact with him, initiating the ransom demand.
I received a call from private number that my children that I'm looking for, they are with them. I said, okay, what do you want now? So by that time, I realized that the children are kidnapped since they are asking me for ransom. I said, okay, what do you want now? He said he wants 70 million if I want my children to be alive before tomorrow, Saturday. I said, I don't have that huge amount of money. I will not pay that huge amount of money. Then he said, okay, how much am I going to pay? I said, I will pay 1 million. He refused. He just off his phone. Then later, he still called me again. I said, so he said they decided I will pay 5 million. I said, no. Later on, we just agreed at 1.5 million naira.
A vigilante and a local resident who requested anonymity have also provided insight into how the kidnapper was apprehended.
To shi wannan bawon Allah mun kama shi ne sakamakon inda ya dauko yaron yazo ya aje wani kango ne a can bayan angonmu akwai magina da suke wucewa sai suka ji kukan yara.
He was arrested when he returned to the unoccupied building where he had left the minors. As people passed by, they heard the children crying and quickly rushed to the scene. They rescued the children and took them to a nearby house, all while keeping watch on their building. Hidden from view, they waited until the kidnapper returned. The moment he entered the building, they moved in and apprehended him.
So I come out, help them to catch him. Him too,
People approached the building armed with bamboos, shovels, and other makeshift weapons. The kidnapper initially tried to escape, but was quickly overpowered. After capturing him, we tied him up with a rope and handed him over to the vigilante office. The spokesperson of the State Police Command, DSP Alabo Alfred, who confirmed the incident, said the suspect is being investigated. Ado Musa, Trust TV News.
The federal government has barred individuals under the age of 18 years from participating in the National Examinations Council and West African Examinations Council The Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Maman, stated this when he appeared on Channel Television's Sunday Politics program on Sunday night. He said the federal government has instructed WAEC, which administers the West African Senior School Certificate Examination, and NECO, which organizes the Senior School Certificate Examination, to comply with the directive on 18 years age limit for any candidate to be eligible for the two examinations. Maman also insisted that the age limit for any candidate to write the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination organized by the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board remained 18 years. Away from Nigeria, at least one person died after an ice cave partially collapsed while a group of tourists were visiting the Breda Merkujuko Glacier in southern Iceland. 2 people were seriously injured in the incident on Sunday, with one dying from their injuries at the scene of the accident and the other airlifted to a hospital in the capital, Reykjavik. Police said 4 people got stuck under the ice, with 2 people already rescued from the ice and are seriously injured, while search is still on for the 2 people trapped in the ice cave. A local news site said all available rescue teams were searching, and in addition to 3 helicopters from the Icelandic Coast Guard and the Danish Navy. Because of the ruggedness of the terrain, the site, known as Visit, said it was not possible to bring large ice-breaking machines to the site, leaving the rescue teams using handheld saws and other tools to break the ice. The operation was paused after nightfall due to the dangerous conditions, but the police said efforts would resume on Monday morning. And in sports, Saudi club Al Ahly have submitted a €65 million bid for Napoli striker Victor Osimhen. Reports said the Saudi Arabia Professional Football League outfit also made an attempt to sign the Nigeria international last summer. Osimhen has trained separately from his Napoli teammates this summer and is expected to move elsewhere before the end of the transfer window. Premier League giants Chelsea are also reportedly interested in the striker. And on that note, we've come to the end of the news update at this hour on Trust Television. Do not forget, you can always follow us across all of our social media platforms, and also join our YouTube live stream for more news, programs, and documentary. I'm Aisha Salihu. Thank you so much for watching. Join us again.